Hey guys, welcome to the episode of the Panda Podcast. Today I'm joined by Mr. Hader.
Hi.
Mr. Nick Chan.
What's up?
Jerry.
Hi.
And some guy I picked up with the straight, Mr. Sean. How you going?
You're an ass.
That's appropriate.
That'll work.
I think that's called for.
That's very called for.
So how you guys doing today?
Just catching up on shows.
Catching up on shows. This is your first podcast, Nick?
Second, the first one fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Good times.
Good times.
Oh, yeah.
Technical issues.
Yeah, there was a unicorn. I think Elmo was there, and
Yeah, it was-
Dancing Gorilla.
It was the best
Yeah.
hidden episode that we will never hear.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Alex was here as well for that.
Oh, yeah, he got raped by him. Yeah,
What?
He was asking for it though.
He was smiling the whole way. He enjoyed it.
He enjoys a lot of
He
things.
enjoys a lot of trash.
There's a lot of weird things. Mr. Sean,
What?
how you doing today?
You alright?
This is probably like your only podcast episode.
Probably.
Yeah.
Unless you can entice me to come back. Which,
He's got an amazing voice for this podcast. You
Yeah?
should bring him back every week.
If he was available. I like one of them like an hour
well,
ago.
I am broke and take payments in food, so
There was no money involved in
I've
this.
got half a cheesecake outside.
He does have a half cheesecake outside.
very enticing.
Do you want to bring it in?
Nah.
No,
Okay.
it's not the time.
Nah.
Do you think the mating call will work?
Yeah, the many
I want to kill you.
extra editions of that. You know, like,
See, if you donate to this podcast, we can provide you with specialized and personalized ringtones for your phone. And the first one we're pushing out will be the Panda mating call, I guess.
I'm gonna kill you.
it's fucking
I've
great.
never heard it. What does it sound like?
Yeah, what is
Oh
it?
no.
Do it outside, mate.
You pay
It's
for like
a
a good
surprise.
20
You have to
minutes.
pay for it.
So I don't want to see like some weird hidden Kickstarter on like Kickstarter tonight.
It won't be on
no,
Kickstarter.
with
It'll
these
be on
perks.
Indiegogo.
Nah, these things are. It's too important to take money for it. You just need to get it out
It's
there.
an effort. Just
Yeah.
donate your
Because
soul.
pandas in
and we'll
danger.
give you a
You
copy
can't
of
hide
this.
their mating call. It has. Like that's just
What have I done to
a
myself?
big move all around. Yeah.
How much are you thinking?
One soul.
One soul.
So if I pay like one soul and make it my text
You know what? We'll
message-
give you a discount. If you're a friend of pandas, only half a soul. You can
Half
give
a
the other half to the devil later on.
I'll give you a solo. You can keep the O.
The solo. It's half a solo. It can quench half your thirst. Give me the ringtone.
The ringtone's just, how you doing? Just
Oh,
one
I've got a
straight
sample
thing.
here. It's great.
Please don't play it.
Alright.
It's a surprise for when they donate. All right.
Yeah, on the fake Indiegogo that's gonna come on tonight.
I find we'll put it on Patreon.
At least don't put it on Reddit.
You can't promise
You're
that.
giving me ideas.
Yeah.
You're giving me
I want
ideas.
to shut
Mr.
up
Panda.
now. I want to shut up now.
Well, you're kind of the host, so yeah.
I'm still gonna get a lot of shit for this tonight.
Hmm.
Or forever.
Probably forever.
Forever. Knowing this guy.
I will carry it to the grave and beyond.
God damn it, I'm so screwed now, aren't I?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Seriously, it is gonna end up on Reddit.
Shit.
Okay.
Give it an hour.
How far can this go? Will it be just Reddit? Will it be
4chan?
YouTube? Will it be 4chan? Oh. Pornhub.
Oh.
Oh yes.
That's
You don't need to.
Gotta
it
put
is,
some
it is
visuals
a
to
mating
it.
call, right? So
Gotta put some visuals to it though. It's gonna
yeah,
be
I'm sure
hard.
we can handle that. There's like plenty
leave it
of
to you.
stuff.
Plenty of stuff.
We can get the panda himself to provide the visuals.
I'll literally
We are
pay
paying
to see a
for it, I
twerking
mean-
panda. I would.
I'm pretty sure that's a thing on the net somewhere.
Only
Really?
furries.
Yeah, there you go. You got a demographic.
I'm going to talk about today's topic besides the weird mating call that happened.
Oh,
An
we're
hour
just waiting
ago.
for you to start.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
What's the topic?
because
Let's
we
talk
don't
about-
like to talk about your mating calls, but
These guys make a big deal out of it.
I'm not making a big deal.
I'm not making a
You
big
bought
deal.
it
I'm
on
just
yourself.
simply stating that it exists, and if people wish to acquire their method,
it doesn't sound very attractive when you say it like that. Like it doesn't. It sounds much better when you don't say it's a mating call.
I never said it was a mating call. I
You
just said
just-
it
You
was
said it
a-
like 50 times.
Alright, fine.
You saved it. You saved the file as mating
Yeah.
call.
I didn't save the file as mating call. I called
Okay.
it the first single.
Okay, to be fair, he's not got a lot of sleep, so he's probably forgotten what he said 5 minutes ago. So
fair enough.
we should move on to the next.
The
one.
actual topic for today is, Mr. Sean. I actually went back to playing Starcaft. How do you feel about that?
That's just
Am I gonna?
Disgusting.
What have you done?
What have I done? I thought you'd be proud of me.
Well, considering I had to abandon the game because it consumed my life, I
You got plenty of games that are consuming your life right now. Destiny is consuming your life right now.
People still play
Understandably
Destiny?
so.
Understandably so. Yes, an MMO that's not consuming your life. I don't believe that.
Nah, it's perfectly fine. Just a habitual addiction. Better than
Yeah,
Well, sometimes it can
Depends.
cost more than.
It can-
that's true. That's true. I'm pretty sure I spent more money on WoW than I would ever spend.
So
on
do you
cricket.
do you believe that you'll be better off right now if you actually picked up as your hobby instead
No,
of
because like it's illegal and the
Illegal.
other one is not.
Yeah.
You can get addicted to cigarettes, but like they're still illegal. There's like
cigarettes?
yeah, cigarettes, alcohol, games. You can get addicted to anything. It's legal. It's not.
Gambling.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that.
We don't support any of these things, by the way.
What?
Oh, really? What?
What? You play? You were just talking about how you play WoW
I used to play WoW.
and
I'm
spend a
off
lot of
WoW.
money on it.
I'm off WoW. I said I used to spend a lot of money on WoW.
Look, everybody is a recovering WoW. After you start playing, you went back to Starcraft.
But I don't invest any money in it.
You're investing time.
So, at least there's no more money invested in
Fair
it.
enough. Okay.
Yeah. But like, I went back to playing the other day because the new expansion's coming out.
That it is.
I'm getting my ass raped. Either way.
Okay. Good times.
Speaking of which, are you guys into competitive gaming?
Sure.
Somewhat.
Somewhat. What are
Yeah,
you
it
playing?
depends though. Like that big League of Legends. Not many people. Maybe some people. Well, there is like half people like in Dota, half people like in League of Legends. But I watched like a bit of that. What do you call it? Because I'm not
Worlds.
that big into.
Worlds.
Yeah, that's the one. That
Worlds is
was-
on at the moment, yeah. Like the
Mm.
World Championship, the $1 million pool for the winning team, yeah.
Yeah. Like
Is it $1 million?
It's $1 million.
Is this the one we talked about that was at Crown a few weeks back?
No, that was
that's CS.
Oh, CS:GO, yeah,
yeah,
CS:GO,
CS:GO,
my bad.
Yeah.
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 But just that, it looks amazing. Like they have so much cash to throw out onto this, and
They
me
fill
and-
stadiums for the finals and stuff, like an entire stadium of esports. Just there's no like, it's not a sports game. It's like it's filled with people from all over the world coming to watch. It's like maybe I have no idea what the numbers are, but it looks amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really does. The visuals there, they just outdone themselves. And like me and T-Bone, my friend, was talking about this the other day, about how you can get like $100 headphones or something, you know, the ones that has like glowy effects and whatnot on it,
Yep.
and it looks freaking amazing. But I mean, if you're not a streamer or you're not into esports or anything like that, it's just crap, basically. I mean, you're not going to be looking at yourself in a mirror the whole time while you're playing, just going,
Yeah,
hey,
that's
looking
true.
good, you know?
Yeah, because most gaming it's not a spectator sport in terms of like even when it is a spectator sport, you're looking at the game, you're not looking at the player. So there's no need to
No.
have like flashy headphones and stuff.
The headphones are there just for like merchandising.
No, but somebody has to be looking at you for it to be worth it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And you got to be good, because if you
Yeah.
suck balls and you have like like this
Well-
really nice,
There are streamers out there that do record themselves while playing.
Yeah. But like those are the kind of people that you need that would use the headphones. Like if there was anyone else who doesn't show their face or anything, for example, like when people like record songs or like even right now we're recording this, like we're not wearing anything fancy. Like
Nope.
Nope. But like
We're talking to one mic.
yes, unless somebody was actually looking at us, there would be no reason to like enhance the visual. Like we wouldn't be like wearing I don't know Daft Punk helmets or something, or we could be right now. Who knows? Yeah.
Can you imagine playing games with a Daft Punk helmet?
No.
How is that practical?
Gloriously
But they
practical.
don't.
Gloriously practical. Would you be
I
able to
would,
pull it
I
off?
would play games outside just so everyone else could see it.
So you would like be that kid who connects his desk onto the middle of the street. and
What do you
just
mean
plays.
that kid? I've never heard about
Yeah.
this kid before.
I'm pretty sure there is a guy out there who's done
The
it.
guy.
Pretty sure there
No,
is
the guy who's taking his computer outside to play. Did you see those memes where, like, oh, you should go outside and play? The guy just takes his computer outside and plays.
That is, a staged picture. That guy doesn't really exist.
I'm sure there is a guy who's done that.
I've never met a gamer who's like, I love games and I love fresh air at the same time. So, like, let's take this outside.
I'm sure there's someone out there who does that.
Look,
you might not know them, but it does exist.
Look,
I'm
one
assuming.
of the finals in Korea happened on the beach at Busan. Like,
I remember that one.
yeah, and it was open air, obviously, because it's a beach. And, like, that's the closest that you'll get. But they still had a box around the players.
They had,
Okay.
they had a full podium and
They built a box around them because, like, it needs to be quiet for them to communicate. And they also don't want to, like, interactions between the teams, seeing each other's computers and
Seagulls
stuff.
shitting everywhere.
Yeah, sure, but not on the players. And Yeah, sure, asshole seagulls. But anyway, like that, there is no that guy who goes onto the street or to the park and is like, let me open some CS:GO over here. That's not happening.
Okay, let's ask viewers if there is someone out there who does that. Leave a comment on the YouTube video.
Okay.
Or send or leave a review somewhere on the.
Look, if
podcast
it's a phone game or if it's like Hearthstone or some tablet game, maybe. But like nobody's taking like.
No, yeah, we're talking about your entire setup outside. Just outside. Doesn't have to be the street. Just outside of your house.
So it has to be a
Play this
desktop
game.
computer, not a laptop.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not happening.
That is not.
Depends. Does it count if it's a really expensive laptop?
No.
No.
Because
No.
there is.
No.
Let me ask if anybody actually knows this guy or if they are. There is always this one kid on the 907 bus going to the city that has a fucking massive gaming laptop that plays CS:GO on the bus to the city in the mornings. I see him like every
How do
now
you
and
play?
then.
With a mouse?
With a touchpad.
You can.
With a wireless dongle, or is he playing?
No, it was a
local?
touchpad.
No, but is he playing other people, or just playing by himself
No,
against
online.
AI?
He's playing online.
The fuck?
No,
headset at
there
home.
was a professional like CS player that there's a bunch of streamers, especially for like League. There was a guy who didn't use a mouse. He was like master or challenger or whatever, and like he didn't use. I think he was diamond or something.
Yeah,
but
he
he only used a touchpad.
He got into diamond by using a touchpad.
Yeah.
And
That's
barely got the
crazy.
plat scraping my way up. God.
Yeah.
Learn the way of the mouse pad.
No. God, no. It's like shooting yourself in the foot. And then your hand.
I
And
can't
then
play
playing
games.
a game with
I
that.
can't play games.
I think there was one video where Boxbox, the Ruben player, used only QWER. No. He didn't have a keyboard. He only used the mouse to play.
What?
Like it like slows down your like ability to actually like your what's it called actions per
Cast
minute.
spells, yeah.
Yeah, your APM it slows down because like you're not using hotkeys. His keyboard was dead. He just used the mouse and he got like a quadra kill. But to be fair, he's like known for only playing this one guy like all the time, and he's really good at that one champion.
Huh.
But he just used the mouse.
I want to see him just like using a mouse while his left hand's like using a shaver and shit, just kind of just going all around his face.
At this point, he probably could.
He
Yeah.
probably does that like on a day-to-day basis.
That would be pretty
Yeah.
cool, man.
No, look. So
He's playing games. He's cooking at the same time. Yep.
Sure. There is no that guy, but anyway.
Yeah, well, going back, there is no that guy.
There's no cooking guy. Like, anyway. No, but like to answer your question, I think competitive gaming is like, it's increasing, like little by little, it's being taken more seriously as a sport, and it's also, like for example, you now have fantasy league. Like you can make money off of fantasy, like fantasy football. You can make like the fantasy League of Legends, and like that's a step in itself because like, and this is the thing. I've never understood why chess is a sport. Like chess is not a sport in my opinion. Like compared to other sports, like it doesn't really have teamwork. It doesn't have, which is fine. Tennis doesn't have teamwork either. But I'm not really a fan of tennis as chess as a
Bye-bye,
sport.
Jerry.
Okay, but there's no fantasy chess. Nobody's like, okay, computer, I'm going to bet on the computer or Alex Shenkov or whatever Russian player is playing. Like, it just doesn't have the same appeal. Like, this is a real sport. It has spectators, it has betting now, and it's growing every time, and, like, people are taking it seriously. Like, as far as competitive stuff goes, it just goes upward from here.
Just watch like how one guy would bring his entire desktop just to watch that League of Legends just on his big ass monitor that he's just holding with one hand.
Yeah.
His name's like Fred or something. Just
If your name is Fred and you do that, please contact us so we can have you on the podcast.
That's very.
you need to
very
verify,
slim
give us your ID and whatnot to see,
We can
if
Skype
you.
you. It's all good.
Yeah.
While you're doing this.
While you're doing this, so
Can you imagine him now? It's like he's just sitting there, like
can they
listening
see
to
me
this
right now?
He's just shaking his head, going, "What?" It's like, I don't do that
who are these assholes?
all the time.
Most of the time, 100% of the time.
And he's doing this all the while on a tram. Wow.
Are we still talking about the guy on the bus that you're talking about?
Hopefully not.
Okay.
God.
We're sorry, Fred.
Your name is Fred from now on. You should go up to him next time and say, "Hey, Fred, how's it going?"
That was Jeremy.
Jerry.
God, too many E's.
Yeah.
Did you just call him Jeremy?
Too
Yeah.
many E's.
No, that's true.
And an M.
And M's.
I apologize.
You put too much of me into that.
Yes.
Yeah.
As I always do.
You only just met the guy like 5 minutes ago. You're probably gonna forget his name by the minute you walked out.
That's fine.
I'll try not to.
You'll try not to.
It's a big ask, but I'll try not to.
Until it brings cheesecake along, and you're like, oh yeah, Jeremy, what's up, man?
What'd you call me? What'd you call me?
Fred, sorry.
Fred?
I'll remember him by the email. Don't worry.
Oh. I've just destroyed my reputation, haven't I? Or what reputation I have.
Maybe it'll increase with this mating call.
No.
It's spring. Love is in the air.
Oh, it is spring, isn't it?
Yeah.
Somewhat.
I hate spring.
You know, like a couple of days, it was like super windy. I don't know if you guys felt it or not, but yeah.
That was yesterday.
Last couple of days,
Was-
yeah.
Yeah, a couple of days ago.
A couple of days ago.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I was inside playing games.
Yeah, same as my day off. I didn't have work or nothing. So
We're playing competitive games.
What do you mean? Who's playing competitive games?
You said you were playing games.
Oh, I'm not. I play because it's fun. I'm not a competitive gamer or anything. I'm not very good.
yeah, man, you can't like competitive play with like Barbie's Island or Hello Kitty and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
What games are you playing?
Me.
You'd be surprised. You don't want to know. Like he just puts it under the blanket, the market research. It's like this is important because I need to know what's going on. It's like no, you just want to play these games.
I mean, I'm doing it
Is
in
this
like, a
secretly-
suit and everything.
Is there secretly like a Hello Kitty Barbie fighting game that we should know about?
I'm pretty
There
sure there
probably
is.
is, I'm pretty
yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, pretty much everything's been done. Like, I remember there was
Oh yeah.
one picture. I don't know if it's legit or not, but it
Yeah.
had like Ronald McDonald versus like
The
Wendy
Colonel-
from Wendy's.
Colonel Wendy's. Yeah, I've seen that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it had like a character select screen.
It's
and-
not just that though. I mean, like it's a lot of the time they just like they mod it or they skin it. Like I remember playing like there were Dota maps where it was still Dota and stuff, but like I was Itachi. I was going around wrecking people, and then there was also like a bunch of Bleach characters.
Oh, this
yeah, that was
Warcraft
that
3
old
map.
Warcraft
Yeah.
Yeah,
map.
it was like it was called, I think it was Bleach versus Dota. No, Naruto versus Bleach. That was the name of the map, and it was like really fun because they got the animations really down. Like Itachi left a clone, and then the clone exploded into crows, and Amaterasu had like fire and stuff. And like Naruto had his Rasengans. Like his dad had throwing blades and
teleporting.
teleport
Yeah,
to
I
hit
think
with
I've
the
heard
Rasengan. Like it was really fun to play. Like and that's just mods and stuff because obviously Blizzard isn't like, oh, we want to make a Naruto versus Bleach map. So
Nope.
Plus licensing as well. so,
yeah.
Like they do a lot of cool stuff. I mean, I remember there was like there's so many maps, especially on I think it was called Board Aussies.
Mm.
That was like the server.
Board Aussies. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Is that still
That
up?
was ages ago. Yeah.
Is that still?
yeah.
Is that online?
Sorry guys, we're old.
man.
But
I'm pretty sure it's merged into Battle.net now because they just couldn't fund it anymore.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably. But I mean, even now, I reckon it's still going. There's still so many games, just daily and up.
No, but like if you look at, did you ever, Sean in particular, did you ever play a lot of the mod games from Starcaft?
Yeah, the first ones.
Or like the first ones, but now, like, do you think the community is still active in there? Because I go on Starcaft like every now and then now. I go on the arcade section if I'm not playing against other people, and there's nothing new.
StarCraft 2 arcade section should be pretty big.
Yeah. I remember seeing some games on the arcade one, but
But it's not as big as it used to be.
I mean, someone built a tabletop card game in the StarCraft 2 engine.
yeah, I saw that. That was crazy.
But why should it be big though? I mean, like mods and stuff only come about when a game is relevant, and StarCraft 2 isn't exactly relevant at the
That's
moment.
true.
Like at the height of its heyday, like there's people working on it all the time. Like nobody's working on it now. That's all it is.
So what's the biggest mod community there is? That's
I
like,
wouldn't know. GTA 4.
Skyrim?
If it was a multiplayer wise, it'd be
Sky-
Skyrim. Skyrim was
Yeah.
equally
Okay.
high in that.
Oh yeah, like you can get
Um,
so much stuff. I remember it's probably pretty popular by now, but there was like this one that changes all the dragons in Skyrim into some wrestler, like
John Cena.
no,
No,
not John
no,
Cena.
no.
It's some dude in like a pink cowboy hat, If you guys know the name,
Randy
please type it in.
Savage?
Yeah, that's the one, Randy Savage. Yeah.
yeah.
And sometimes, like, you can use like this modded spell which rains Thomas the Tank Engine, and it had the theme music to go along with it as well, and all these trains are just smashing onto the earth. That's the one, yeah. And
I was trying to remember what it was. Yeah.
yeah, it's just crazy and hilarious, but they do some weird ass stuff, but they also do some really nice stuff as well.
Like, yeah, most of the overhaul mods where they just change all the terrain.
Yeah. Like, you've got Steam Workshop, and then you've got like the most popular ones, which is kind of like making the cities have like more flowers or something, just look more nicer and better textures. And then you've got this other website. Correct me if I'm wrong or not, but I think it's called Nexus Mod
Nexus
or
Mods,
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that one has like an entire library of just what everyone just flushes in it, and you've got like not anime. Well, you can have anime characters in it, but you also have some that's looking like extremely beautiful models that these people make, and it's amazing because it looks like Final Fantasy settings, and it just looks so good. And
This is Skyrim.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
There was a particular mod that changed the entire terrain map into like a desert.
Nice.
It'd literally be like a desert with oases, and like, people are just like, why would you do this? Like, why not?
Yeah, pretty much. That's the whole mod thing. Just why not?
Why not?
If
Yeah.
people can put like Thomas the Tank Engine and stuff, then exactly.
Do people get paid for that though?
No.
They never get paid. And most of the
No, I'm sure like there are.
Nexus modders never got paid a cent.
It was just
When
for.
Steam Workshop came out, that was actually a big outrage because
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to pay for mods then.
Yeah.
They reverted that back, right?
you could most of the people who had those mods that were paid for weren't really good mods, and nobody actually bought them.
Okay.
It's mostly just trash. Like
It's like
even
$4.
Thomas the Tank Engine was better.
It's like $4 for horses when you can go to Nexus and you can get you can ride your own dragon for free. It's like why would you bother?
Exactly.
Dragons.
Yeah, the people that
Yeah.
just like wanted that money just don't put any work into it. They just go, oh yeah, sweet, $1, just we just
Trying to go for
we'll paint this like with a red streak or something, done.
Speaking of mods, like recently they, I think it was Origin or something, released Red Alert 2 for free.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, so like I don't know if it's still free, but for that time it was free. I instantly got it because
Same.
I used to play that a lot back in the day, and like I mostly played it just straight, and then I had this weird experience where I was playing at my friend's house once, and I just loaded up some game just to like try. I have no idea why, and it was modded, and it was like some crazy experience. I had never seen any of this stuff before. It was amazing. It had helicopters that landed on air pads. It had war machines that could close up like the main base, go underground to travel to other places, come up, and then when it's closed, it attacks. It has like a rocket launcher. Like it had invisible psychic units that I didn't even know about, except I saw it on the minimap, and I was like, "There's something here," and I can select all of them, and I'm like, "Whoa, what is happening?" Like it was, I didn't even know what to do with it. It was amazing. Yeah.
RA2 Cybex mod. That was like the last mod that was ever released for RA2, and it basically added like 100 new units, over 100 new units, a whole bunch of new maps.
I have no idea what those people.
What was
did.
this mod called again?
Cybex mod.
Cybex. Okay, I got to check that out.
Really,
Yeah.
That is some crazy. They had like flying prism tanks. Like,
Yeah.
Like tanks could you could pick up a tank, fly it into the enemy base, and like drop it in, and then it, like as it collided with all their buildings, it would just like destroy everything on the ground.
That sounds fun.
You know what I really liked about like the Red Alert series, or just Command & Conquer in general, is
Yeah.
like the cinematics. Like,
Mm.
I think it's. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it started in Tiberian Sun.
The original, they had the actual like animated. scenes.
Yeah. And then after that, they went on to hire like professional actors and stuff. So you've
Yeah,
got like
yeah,
that
they did.
dude from Lost in Tiberian.
Yeah.
I don't know. Which
Tanya
one it
was good.
Yeah.
Is that franchise still alive?
Command
Command
and
and
Conquer. No. I mean, not. I mean, it's coming. I think they're gonna release a new one, but like nothing
Generals
yet.
2 or something.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Generals was fun. I didn't like it as much as Red Alert 2, but it was still fun.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Because I haven't heard of anything since Red Alert 2. And that was
Red
like,
Alert 3.
No, there was
Three
Red
came
Alert
out.
3.
Three came out?
Three's really popular as well.
Yeah.
okay.
It had that actor. What's his name? He acted as that Russian dude, but he was also from
Peter Stormare. Yeah.
Yeah, he was also in Flubber.
How do you know this?
With
The
Robin
Russian
Williams.
Stormare. He's famous.
Who was it?
Peter Stormare.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
He's
him.
also
Yeah.
in Destiny as well as.
He's also from. Well, he's
Midget.
Prison Break.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prison Break. He was that. He was the boss of the prison. Yeah.
The
I
boss of the-
remember specifically him and Adam Sandler in
What?
There was a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I forgot. Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
And I remember
What did he play in Happy Gilmore?
Shooter as the antagonist.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Now I know who you're talking
And I
about.
remember that specific line of what is it? What do you eat? Do you eat dicks for breakfast or something? Yeah, I know,
it's
something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I
that.
eat
but-
dicks like you for breakfast. It's
Yeah,
Like, you eat dicks for breakfast?
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great to have all these actors, and I think one of them was this Russian girl, and she was a hero unit in the Soviets.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And her actual actor was like a wrestler or fighter.
She
or
was
something.
she was an MMA fighter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Ronda Rousey, but I don't think it's that.
There was a few people before Hazelwood and stuff, but what was it? Who were the because like for generals it was like China, America, and GLC or something.
GLA.
Like, GLA. So for America, the main hero character that you could only build one of was like Major, or like I can't remember his name properly.
Oh, yeah.
Major Glory? No, that's too.
I don't know, Major something, but he had like this big minigun kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah. And like I think China was
Colonel,
like
no, it's Colonel something. I was about to say Sanders. Hang on.
yeah.
I feel like KFC.
You always feel like KFC.
I'm always, oh no, I made my own KFC last night.
You
You
can't make your
yeah.
own
Oh,
KFC.
I made fried chicken last night.
Yeah, that's
Probably none of the secret
You-
spice
You're
crap.
missing the K in that. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Is it PFC?
PFC, Panda fried chicken.
Yeah.
Didn't taste that great.
KFC.
If I get sick during this podcast, then you know what I ate. For breakfast as well.
Your own food.
My own food.
That is sad.
Yeah.
It's
Uncle
problematic.
Sam? No.
It's like anytime you.
Colonel Button.
Colonel Burger, and that's
Yes.
it. And then
Black Lotus.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
Jar
Black
and
Lotus.
Kel.
Mm,
Yes.
that's the one. Yeah.
Black Lotus was cool.
Yeah, she can't tackle nothing, but she's great. she
Stick
steals,
with it.
and yeah, it's amazing.
I just remember Daisy Cutters from Generals. You basically just like bomb like an entire like section of their entire base, and you're just like, all right, I can do this again in about a minute.
Yeah. Once you build that strategic point or something, it just comes up.
I don't think I played with that.
I think was that 0 Hour the expansion?
Yeah. it's
Okay. I think I only played China in general because they were fun. I played some like the campaign is always America, so I played them. Colonel Button was fun, but I was like, yeah.
0 Hour was really good because it actually had generals that you can,
Yeah.
So it stuck to the namesake. Because I think there were 3 generals per faction. So you've got USA, you've got 3 of them, China 3 of them, GLA 3 of them, and each of them had their own builds, but they're also losing some units as well.
Yeah.
So for example,
There was diversity in that, like you get strengths, but you also have
Weakness.
some. You didn't get everything.
Yeah, exactly. Like I remember China had this infantry general, but his tanks were absolute bullshit. But yeah, like some what was it? A mini gunner he had. It's your basic infantry, but it shoots down like airplanes. Yeah, it's amazing. It's great. And I thought that expansion was just so good.
Okay, if this is still free on Origin, I'm gonna go home and download it.
That's probably
great,
not.
man.
That's Red Alert 2 though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Command and Conquer
Generals.
Generals.
Yeah.
Oh, Generals.
Like so, it's like part 4, let's say.
Yeah.
Because they're all Command and Conquer series.
Yep.
Yeah.
But definitely get Red Alert 2 because it's
Yeah.
definitely worth it. If it's still on, you guys should get it as well.
Yeah, and like if you like put up, for example, in like a certain group on Facebook, like, hey, does anyone want to play Red Alert 2? Like, let's organize something. There will be people that are like, I want to crush you, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
There's always
I want to
competitive
crush
spirit.
you.
Yeah, I must break you. Yeah.
Can you do that in like a really?
I can't, but I will work on it. Yeah.
Can anyone? of you
Maybe for next week.
Next week when
Get
we open the
that
restaurant, and
apocalypse
like
voice.
the podcast will be like, I will break you.
I will crush you.
Yes.
I'll break you.
I remember the apocalypses. Those are great.
Yeah, you know that one of the best things, they were so badass because they were self-healing,
Yeah, they're self-healing. They could take down air. You know?
and also there was those really shitty spiders.
Terror drones.
Yeah,
And then you just,
yeah. Like they could like they kill humans, they kill tanks by like going and fucking things. So you put them in an apocalypse, and the apocalypse purges them.
Yeah, it'll just be like, nah, fuck.
Yeah, you can get fucked. It's like, are you serious? What the hell?
Terror
Yeah.
drones was it called?
Yeah.
Terror-
I think you
the
can get that
spiders.
in number 3 as well.
Yeah, terror
as
drones are
civilians.
back in 3, and they've got ability to disable tanks as well,
Yeah.
like long range with an EM, but they can't take over.
Okay.
All the units in RA3 had like swap over moves, or like
Yeah,
conscripts could swap over to Molotovs, and they could clear out buildings. The GIs, you know how they could like deploy.
Yeah,
In Regular 2, in 3 they got shields and shotguns.
Yeah.
GIs were good in numbers, but like a lot of like Rocketeers were good in numbers. Everything was like really nice.
In the expansion, you had Guardian GIs with the rockets.
Okay. Guardian GIs. Were they more expensive?
They're more expensive, but they had like some insane range.
I like the IFVs, like because you could get something new. The weirdest one is where you put a dog in an IFV, it becomes a machine gun IFV.
Yeah,
It's
I think they changed that so
What?
like it would be like a Sonic. It's like you can basically just like deafen units in the area, and that was it.
wait, no, I think that was the psychic one. Yeah, like if you somehow manage to take over over somebody who was stupid enough to let you take over like the different MC, like then you could really start messing with people. Yeah.
Like rookie mistake.
Yeah.
All in your SCV.
No, not just that, because like those are like large scale games. Like I remember my favorite was Arctic Circle, and like I knew that map like the back of my
Is
hand.
it the 8v? Is it the 8v? Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like in the middle, there's like 2 paradrop things where you have to like fly to or sail to. Like I knew that, like in the minute I deployed, I know exactly where they would be. I know, and the first thing I do is go cut them off. Like just like, okay, you're there. I'm gonna like blow up your bridges, and that's my like send my tanks there, and meanwhile I'll like set up my shit because, yeah, or like maybe do some damage to them. It doesn't really matter. But like, yeah, it was a really fun time to be playing because like if you've got somebody next to you, you need to like you've probably got people on the other side as well, so it means if you take over instead of destroying them, you have a much better chance of winning. Yeah,
I think you could get spies as well as
the
an ally.
spies.
And it sounds so British, like for king and country. It's amazing. And then you send them into their tech building or
Yeah.
something.
And
And then-
you steal their tech and you get some new units.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that new unit was like Navy SEALs or something. Like,
Yeah.
you need to
Oh,
get
No,
some
no.
Colonel
You
Seals.
could always build Navy
Colonel
Seals.
Seals.
Colonel Seals.
Chrono Seals was
Ah.
the new one. But actually, like but if you had dogs, they could sniff out the spies and they'd kill the dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, and they'd kill the spy. But I used to just like put them in my own buildings instead of like sending them because if you put it into like the other buildings, obviously you get something. But you could put them in your own building and you get the same benefits, and they don't have to like.
You don't have
Walk.
to risk anything.
Yeah, you pretty much build 3 spies, put them in your 3 buildings, and that's it. Like, that's the whole investment. Before that, you need to make a lot because you need to send them all over the place. Some of them won't make it because some of them will die. But yeah, just do that, and you get those fucking Chrono Commandos. Those things
Yeah.
are amazing. Like, you could blitz a base using the waypoint system, just like, okay, there's bombs on all these buildings, and there wasn't even like an option to like take those bombs off.
It's literally like the moment they get there, it's done.
Yeah.
You just have to cut your losses and go for it.
Yeah.
Like, you guys got to tell us what's your favorite tactic. I think mine was you had like I don't know, there was those suicide troops again. I forget.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And
And
yeah.
then you go Rockies and you build terrorists.
Yeah,
Like,
and you put him in a flak track, and then you get Crazy Ivan or something
Yeah,
that
yeah.
deploys bombs and just ram it into the base, and it's like a mini nuke. It's yeah, that was such a good.
You know
tactic.
that if you so this is another thing, when you have both Soviet and like Allied, you can build Chrono Ivan.
Yeah.
Really.
He's a faggot.
So-
Like he just teleports and he bombs everything. It's disgusting. He's just like the longest thing is the Chrono. So you put him near but not too near, and then slowly get him, because like the further you
Teleport,
the longer it takes to
recover.
like materialize. But if he's close enough, he can blitz everything. He's just like, for Mother Russia, boom, everything is gone. He's just
I
put like
remember-
8 bombs on everything.
If you're fast enough, like if someone like rushes you with a squad of tanks, you can actually just teleport in between the tanks. None of them can hit you, and then you can just put bombs on all of them all the way through. Like,
Was there any like competitive gaming for Red Alert 2?
There was.
two was like kind of imbalanced because you could just if you could you could play Soviet and Mass Apocalypse and just like whatever.
Or like even like the airships and stuff. It's just like sure you might see it coming, but unless you build,
heroes.
yeah, and like they had a lot of really annoying and when it became a navy battle as well, it became really weird because as long as something is alive, you don't win.
Yeah, if anything is alive.
Yeah, so
There's-
they might have like a submarine somewhere, and
You
like
just-
the submarine doesn't attack, or he just keeps moving around. That's it. Like
you'll have like destroyers like scouring the water.
Yeah.
We
It's
have
if I
like
can't find it.
one dog kennel or something.
yeah, I'm sending like dolphins and squids to like search for like, cause I know he's out there somewhere, and I'm just like, I need to find you. Like, yeah. Or there's a spy or a Mirage tank somewhere. It's like,
Yeah,
God,
Mirage
it's
tank
just-
somewhere is just the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, I've nuked this patch of trees. What about that patch?
yeah. One of the interesting things was the psychic sensor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a lot of really nice mechanics. It was really fun to play. Like, obviously games have moved on, but like some of the stuffs in that game, like it was really fun, really innovative because I've never seen that before or since. So
Gap generators were really interesting as well.
the what?
The gap generators, since
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
terrain was revealed, you could just like, this area is mine.
Yeah.
You never know what it's
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
But to be fair, a spy satellite is also broken. Right.
Yeah, but if you had gaps, you could just like, if you had gap generators, someone had a spy site, you could just be
No, but like because only allies have
Yeah,
both
they
the
had
spy
access to
and the
both.
gap.
It was just so. It was
Yeah,
so
whereas
dumb.
the other ones have like they have the psychic sensor, and it's great when people click inside the circle. But what if they walk up to the edge? You have no idea they're coming. Like, yeah.
You could be if you had access to both Soviet and Allies, you could do some really like elaborate, completely useless things. Like
Yeah.
you could you'd start off as the that Soviet group that lets you build demolition trucks. You'd rush the enemy, capture his
Cuba, yeah.
chronosphere, and then you just like teleport all your demo trucks in the middle of his base, and you're just like, well, just blow up.
To be fair, like I preferred Ally, but I felt like the Soviets had better super weapons. So when
Yeah.
and that's the thing. Like I usually like put off the super weapons, but if it was a super weapon battle, I was like Russia has it so much better. Like
The weather machine was hard to use.
it was, but a nuke is a nuke.
Yeah.
Whereas like a chronosphere and and the
Iron
weather
curtain.
storm. Yeah, and the iron curtain. Like iron curtain's so much better than like put
Oh
some
no, but chronosphere is like a direct counter. You can just like if someone iron curtains his units and you like rushes you, just teleport them out. Just teleport them into the sea and they just die. It works
But-
with ships the other way
so
around.
but you see it's a defensive
Yeah.
weapon. Yeah, like in terms of like nuke and weather storm, nuke wins, and in terms of like iron spear and like because they could split, they could do some formations, you wouldn't get all of them.
Yeah. It was good. It was good for chronosphere is hilarious for naval battles. Like someone would rush
Oh,
you,
yeah.
and you
Just
just
drop
like
them in the
just
drop on the land. Yeah.
I liked I forgot which race it was, but they had desolators where
Oh,
they just
yeah.
like make
Yeah.
the whole floor
That
green.
was probably Iraq or Iran.
And like I remember I had this shit computer and
Yeah.
I had like this whole group of desolators come in one place and all just do it at the same time, and the entire thing was like a green screen. Like it was so bad.
Yeah.
Like usually
Something
it's just like
fucked up.
yeah, it's just like a small little patch, but it's just green as hell. So it looks like this big pixel. that
yeah,
looks-
like it gets solid enough that it just looks like a square on the map.
yeah. But then again, there was also I think it was Korea or something that had like the Black Hawks or
the
something.
Black
Like
Hawks.
a
No,
Oh,
they
man,
were my
that
favorite. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. But it's so good that they've made that Westwood. I think it was Westwood, the developers or the
Yeah,
makers of
Westwood.
it. Yeah, it's so good that they actually went and made, little bits for each country.
Yeah.
and,
So it wasn't like enough to play 3 factions. You could actually just have like a small advantage in each one.
Mm.
yeah.
If you go France, you just have grand cannons. And just
Yeah, I mean those were good to an extent, but they couldn't attack air.
Yeah, but you'd surround them with you try and build for that. Also, you could use them really offensively if you wanted to, just out of hilarity. Because their range is massive, right?
Yeah,
So you build.
but they felt
ships
very
and-
defensive. Like you don't really build them.
Yeah.
You don't siege with them. You just like defend your base with them.
If if at a moment if you somehow manage to get like a second SCV and like nobody does anything, you can just since you can pre-build the grand cannons, you can just like like park your MCV like miles away from their base, unpack, drop a Grand Cannon, move on to like exposition, drop another one.
Yeah.
And since they've got so much health, and you can just keep repairing them all the time through, your enemy will try and focus them down, and you can build like 2 more while they're waiting.
Yeah, so definitely, guys, you guys got to get Red Alert too. Yeah, I think there was also.
I'll pick it up.
Yeah,
It's still free.
I think there was Dragon Age, like the very first one was free on Origin as well.
Inquisition?
No, like the very first one.
The last one.
Oh god, if they gave Inquisition away, wow! Like, yeah, that's it. Like, screw your Steam, that's it. Like,
Yeah,
my heart's with Origin now. Yeah.
I haven't used Origin. I haven't used Origin since
Mass
Dead.
Effect?
No, Dead Space. Dead Space 2.
That was also free. Dead Space #1 was free on Origin for a while. But that was a while back.
Was it 2 or 3? No, it was definitely 2.
Definitely 2.
Because 2 was the one you could play the campaign multiplayer.
No, 3 was that.
Was that 3?
You can do multiplayer campaign in 2. They still have the whole like horror element in 2.
Oh yeah, but like, you could still play the multiplayers in 2. I'm pretty sure it was 2 then.
Was it 2? 3 had like the entire like parts of the campaign you couldn't access them without multiplayer. It's kind of annoying, really.
Well, have you played all 3 of them then? So when you play multiplayer, is 2 the one where so you played 2 different, each of you played 2 different characters, and one of them has an hallucination?
Oh, and then the other one. Oh yeah, no, that was 2 then.
Well, that's 2. Okay, that was 2 then. So I played 2. So yeah, I haven't used Origin since I played Dead Space 2.
It was hilarious to play the game, like the entire game through with someone else, and then like you'd be getting all the hallucinations while they're just like staring at you, wondering what's going on.
I played it with a friend of mine. Shout out to Jason. Yeah, I played it with Jason. And he's like, "Why are you just standing there, dude? I'm killing stuff. Like, where are you? I died. So if I die, he dies as well. Yeah, he gave me a lot of hate for that. Some of our viewers left comments for our lightning round, so we'll quickly do that to close up for today. If I can get it up on my phone, and the internet connection here has just killed me. Can someone get them up?
Get what up?
The lightning round questions.
I have no idea what that is.
It's in the Facebook page.
Okay.
So people can just post any kind of questions they want.
Yeah. Oh, relating to games, anime, pop culture. I think I'll actually put up a Reddit thread soon. So I'll leave the Reddit.
But I don't know where. How far back is it?
I'll leave the Reddit thread. I'll leave the Reddit link in the description below somewhere.
That's no fun. So that means they do have rules, so they can't talk about, ask us about ponies or.
Oh yeah, you can ask us about ponies, but by all means, ask us about ponies.
No, I'm just using that as an example. Please don't ask us about ponies. But like,
you don't want to.
What do you got against ponies?
You don't want to talk about ponies?
No thanks.
Why?
I got nothing against ponies.
You're the one who. Do you want to talk about unicorns then? And
no,
you're the one who brought up unicorns at the beginning of this.
No, look, I'm just saying it doesn't have to be anime related. It can be like about food or something. Like, what's your favorite food or something?
Unicorns are skinny rhinos.
What?
You heard me.
Almost. They have 2 horns though. Rhinos have 2 horns. That doesn't make. There's no.
Maybe unicorns have a smaller horn. That's even smaller. They have skinny small horns under the skin.
They have skinny small horns.
No, man. Unicorns are just shitty narwhals.
That's it.
Alright, see if I can get it up. This is taking forever.
Are unicorns to narwhals as humans are to centaurs?
Sorry, what?
What?
Why you always gotta get deep when you're high, man? Like, just.
Unicorns to narwhals.
He's not even high.
I can't find it.
I got it. Okay.
Why did you ask me?
Because you're taking too long. So
I can't find your shit on this page.
Okay, fine, I got it. Okay, so we're gonna start lightning round. I'm gonna say a question from our viewers, and you just say the first thing that comes to your mind. Mm-hmm. So Ian Chung asks, please explain the theory of relativity. Jokes. What is the opinion of the anime produced last season? Well, I can't explain the theory of relativity to you.
Why can't you explain the theory?
Because I'm not a scientist.
Okay,
I'm the dumbest piece of crap there is.
Well, if he's not joking, then I can explain it. But like, I think it was explained very well by Morgan Freeman in the movie Jaws, where he said, "You're doing some boring ass job. It seems to take like an hour. Seems to take like forever. Whereas if you're with like a beautiful woman, an hour seems like a minute. So that's relativity. it changes your perception of time, and basically, as you approach the speed of light, time slows down. So that's relativity. Anime last season, pretty good.
I didn't watch much from last season.
Soma was there.
Soma was there.
Working final season was released.
Working 3?
Working 3.
Didn't watch Working 3.
It was the last one, and it's done. I'm very sad about that. Soma.
God Eater came out. It's really slow though.
Which?
God Eater.
God Eater. I
didn't like the animation style to that.
Really? It was interesting.
It seemed
done something
so much hype for that.
Overlord, I think.
Overlord. Is that finished?
I'm not too sure. Maybe, probably.
I didn't watch it, but what did you think about Overlord and God Eater?
I think the only thing I watched.
I wanted to answer the question about relativity, but you know,
Well,
Overlord. No, it's Overlord now.
Do you want to explain the theory of relativity to Ian Chung?
No, he's already got it. Morgan Freeman, man.
Morgan
Just
Freeman. Morgan Freeman. Our answer is Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Joy Nguyen asks, what were the favorite and least favorites of last scene? I'm assuming he meant to say last season. Last scene,
bro.
Of last scene.
He's a scene kid.
He's a scene kid.
SCENE.
SCENE.
Yeah.
What were your last? What were your favorites and least favorite of last scene?
Maybe that's an autocorrect.
Maybe, but he didn't really.
Maybe he means
say
like, what's your favorite last scene of any?
What
kind of
were your
anime?
favorite and least favorite of last scene?
Maybe the last scene.
I'm assuming he's meant to say season.
We could do both.
Yeah.
Okay, we could do both.
Okay, so let's start with season because that's what we assume it is.
Okay, Food Wars. Food Wars.
Really?
Food Wars. I think that was the only thing I watched last season.
Okay.
I'm assuming I watched something else.
No, I agree. I like Food Wars.
Last season didn't have much going for me.
Something great from last season. Like, I don't know, Baby Steps was good. Diana Ace. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. What about you?
Probably Food Wars, but I've already read it, so it's like I already know what.
But you still watched it though, right?
No, just to see the execution.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to see if it compared.
Were you like?
Yeah, it compared.
It compared. Okay.
It's interesting though. There's little things that they don't have, like during the entire everyone's hair gets longer in the manga, like over time through chapters. It's really subtle, but it's like a painstaking amount of effort just to put it through everything, and that's what he does.
That's pretty cool, man.
Huh.
Yeah. Nice.
No, I think Soma was probably one of the better. I mean, last season, it wasn't.
That was last season.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I watched something else, but I can't remember what something
Working.
else was.
That's what I was happy that.
Do you have the list of last season there?
Huh?
Do you have the list of last season there on your phone?
Yeah, but it's like really long, obviously. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So next question. Michael Zhang asks.
Wasn't it? We had to answer the scene as well.
Oh, do you want to answer the scene? Last scene. What?
Yeah.
Okay. No. If we're doing season and scene, that would be your favorite.
No. I mean, like, what is your last scene in general? Like, my least favorite, I know, is like.
Your favorite and least favorite scene.
Yeah. So
Okay.
my least favorite scene would be the end of Hitman Reborn, where like, it's like a happy ending and all, but I'm just like, you didn't confess. You didn't confess anything. You still don't want to be the boss of the mafia family. Like, sorry, spoilers. Yeah, and like it's just like I don't know. And like one of the nice favorite scenes. I don't know what like, maybe the end of Kenichi, but that's
the anime.
That's not an anime. Yeah.
Wait.
What about what's the one with Taiga and stuff?
I just remembered last season.
Toradora ended really nice.
Last season had Gangster.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last scene in Gangster was really bad. Spoiler alert.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it
didn't really close up anything. I just kept reintroducing a lot of stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Yes.
it's a manga, so like when I watched.
But at least
stuff
they
like
should have
that,
closed the season properly.
They don't normally like this. The Gangsta is admittedly really hard to close because they keep they're still opening things.
Yeah, that's the thing. They kept opening things. They had no conclusion to anything.
Okay. Speaking of like lack of conclusion,
Spoilers.
Beelzebub ended like that. The anime ended like that. Where
Okay.
they
Wait,
said
what did
bye
it end?
and they didn't say bye.
Wait, what did it end like?
It ended like they're like, oh, we gotta go to the demon world. Like we're gonna say bye. We're
This
leaving.
is spoiler field.
It's like a
Okay, so they closed it because the anime is ending. But then in the last like 30 seconds, they're like, we're back, bitches! And it's just like, because like the manga was ongoing. It wasn't done at that point. They just didn't have money for
I think
the anime.
That was actually a third. They go to this demon world in like a third of the way in the manga.
Yeah, but like they were supposed to leave, and then they said we changed our mind, and I was like, I know you want to close it up, but there's no need to close and keep it open-ended. That's very conflicting.
Because there's a whole bunch of stuff that happens afterward. Like everyone else goes into the demon to follow them as well.
Yeah, and all that stuff was really nice. But like,
It's just
anime
like,
could have
why would
closed.
you-
It could have gone one way. They could have left it like, if you believe, we'll come back, etc. Or like close it like we're done, end of story. But they didn't. They did both, and it was odd and weird. Yeah, and David Zhang said.
Michael Zhang said.
Oh, Michael Zhang.
Michael
It's all the
Zhang.
same.
Michael David.
Wow.
Good job.
Talk about games.
And
I bet you his middle name's David anyway.
This is why we call him the hater. In more reasons than others. Michael Zhang asked, will anime ever die out? Example, Blu-ray sales decreasing as far as I know. Blu-ray.
Oh.
Ray.
His main question is, do you think anime will ever die out?
Well, that question could be asked about almost every content, like music, movies, like
Any
all
medium.
The,
any
all,
medium.
all the sales are dying out of like especially physical mediums and stuff. They probably need to find better ways to finance themselves.
It's probably just going to shift to online.
Yeah.
But the medium itself will be there forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if it's been around here since like 60s, anime's been around for quite a long time.
Yeah, anime's gonna keep
60s?
going.
I think it was
As long as manga keeps getting made, anime will keep.
not even manga. Like if someone is invested in making anime, then there'll be anime.
I think as long as but the sales of a lot of shows don't rely on like Blu-rays. They rely on merchandise.
Merchandising.
Yeah, like cute characters and stuff.
Like
much
Figmas.
merchandising.
But if he's just talking about Blu-ray, then yes, it's gonna go down.
Yeah, I
because
mean like
there's gonna be something new. There was DVDs, then it's Blu-ray, and
Yeah.
I don't know what's
Digital.
like a chip or
Now
something.
it's all online.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like they can't, and like with the Australia tax where like all the content has like a buffed price and stuff like that. Like obviously people are less likely to pay for it. I mean in America and stuff, in other countries, they pay for streaming subscriptions. They pay for like online content and like, but it's accessible to the point where people feel like, oh, okay, like it makes sense to pay for what we're accessing.
Yeah, it's an
It's-
affordable cost. It's
yeah.
not like when you go here and it's like I'm not paying $70 or
Yeah.
something.
And not only that, like the licensing and stuff gets taken care of fairly quickly. Like it gets simulcast a lot of the time. Like
Which
you
is
don't
good, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to wait like a week and stuff like that. Like because you're spending money, they can use that money to sub. Admittedly, some of the subbing is not the best, but that's not the point. The point is like they're providing the service and
As quick as possible
as quick as possible. Like if you want the good subs, obviously then you can buy the Blu-ray. So, or the DVD or whatever.
But what-
Or the better
Even
places.
even with simulcast, wouldn't the Blu-ray just be the same subs as that?
No, I'm pretty sure that like a lot of the places do relook at the subs because like there's a lot of stuff that they refer to in season that isn't the case after the season. For example, if they keep referring to a character as he and it turns out it's a she, but they didn't know that at the time, so they just said he. They want to like fact check it and they'll do a final proofread if they're like a half decent production company. So yeah, they keep like they like to add the foreshadowing back in and stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I guess guys, that concludes another Panda podcast. Thank you for joining us. If you like this video podcast on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're listening to this on iTunes, leave us a review, and we'll see you next week.
See you, Fred.
See ya.